Hello and welcome to Wahe Life, Alternative Fuel and Healing for Leaders. I'm Nancy Belmont and I will be guiding you through a Kundalini yoga practice today to help get the body out of distress. We'll talk about that a little bit more later, but first let's get settled in and tuned in, and then we'll be ready to roll. So find a comfortable seat on your mat. I like to sit up on a cushion. Close the eyes. Let's take a few deep breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Take a breath in. Let it go. Another one in. And release. All right, you can open the eyes if you like. Bring your hands together. We're going to do one of each tune-in chant. The mantras will be on the screen if you need them. Bring the hands to the chest. Let's inhale and exhale one more time together, and then we'll chant. So deep breath in. Let it go. Inhale to chant. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Adgure Name Jugatgure Name Satgure Name Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Inhale. Pull everything up and in. Pull up on the pelvic floor. The belly comes toward the spine. You're imagining energy coming all the way up through the body, through the throat, the head, all the way up to the crown. Keep squeezing and pulling everything up. A little sip of air and more. And then exhale. All right, let's get started with some music. All right, let's start with a little Sufi grind. So we're sitting in a legs crisscross mode, and we're just moving the torso around that pelvis. So try to keep the back straight. And we're getting into the hips. We keep a lot of emotions in the hips, and so it's good to kind of get in there, get things moving up and through so things don't get stuck in our bodies. So this Kriya today is called Getting the Body Out of Distress. So maybe you came here because you're filled with anxiety or something is really weighing on you, and when that happens, it can be hard to sleep, it can be hard to focus, it can be hard just to relax and be present. So this is a great practice for any time you're feeling any of those feelings. I find that after I do this practice that I sleep like a baby. So if you've been having any trouble sleeping because of what's going on in your life, give this Kriya a try and see if you don't notice a difference. I'd love to hear in the comments what you feel. Let's switch directions here. So this Kriya is maybe not what you'd expect. I don't know. I think having done Kundalini for a while now, I expect that some of the Kriyas to, knock things out of your body tend to be a little bit more vigorous. So this one, we're seated for most of the practice, and we're kind of hitting different pressure points on our bodies. So it's not to say that you won't get tired. Your arms probably will get tired during this. My arms do. But we're not doing a whole lot of jumping around or anything. But somehow it works. At least it works for me. And just breathe as you're going around in these circles. You can close the eyes and just kind of dive into your body. Stretch the spine, hold the breath, pull everything up and in. Hold it if you can. And then exhale it out. All right, let's get into it. We are starting by moving the cushion. The legs come out in front of us, and we're doing a thigh slap. We've got a little didgeridoo to help us with our thigh slapping. So it looks like this. You're slapping alternatively on each thigh. So the toes come up toward you, they're flexed up toward the face, and you're slapping. So I'm doing it softly now so that you can hear me, but once we start going, I'm gonna slap pretty hard. In all of these exercises, my teacher said, you know, it's not like you wanna bruise yourself, but almost. All right, so let's get going. Going. Just doing it a little less vigorously with the slap so you can hear me. So you may already notice your arms getting tired. I can feel it in my triceps, but keep going if you can. You can slow the pace down if you need to. Okay, now rub the kneecaps. So take each hand, put it over a kneecap, loosen the toes so the toes can kind of flop so that your kneecaps are a little fluid, and just rub them. You're going in circles. We're here for 2 minutes. Try to keep the back straight. And there's no determined breath on this, so you just breathe however it feels right for you. Keep it going. Okay, here we go. Now we take fists and pound on the outside of the calves. So you're just below the knee and the fleshy part of the calves. And here's where you might feel like you're like bruising yourself. I've done this practice a lot of times. I've pounded on myself pretty hard and I've never gotten a bruise. But just remember, we're hitting different pressure points here. So this is doing something, according to the ancient teachings, to release that distress that your body's feeling. Oh, you can go faster if you want to keep up with the didgeridoo. Another minute here. You're like, when is this gonna end, man? It's coming. We're almost there. If it helps to think of something that's stressing you out and just imagine you're taking it out on that pressure point, that's good. Okay, now inhale up. Exhale. All right, we're coming back to a knee rub. So circles again, doesn't matter which way. I'm going inward, so out to in. If you want, you can close the eyes here. I always like to practice Kundalini with my eyes shut because it helps me pay attention a little bit more to all the different things happening in my body. One of the things we're trying to do with Kundalini is just bring awareness to the things that are living in the subconscious. So if we can do that through the practice, we can do that off the mat. All right, now take the fists again and find about a couple, 2-3 inches above the knees on the outside of the thighs, and you're pounding. So try to sit up straight. If your arms are getting tired, you don't have to go quite as fast as I was going there. If you feel good and you want to go quicker, pound away, my friend, pound away. I know, are you feeling it? I'm feeling it. Am I gonna have a bruise? I don't know. I always think it and I never do. Are you feeling it in your arms? I'm feeling it kind of right here. More on my right arm than my left arm, interestingly enough. All right, now inhale, straight spine. Exhale, let's come to a wide-legged seat. That can look less wide for you or more wide, depending on your flexibility. And grab wherever you can reach. Some people might be able to grab onto their toes. Others might need to grab onto more, a little bit higher on the legs, or even just have the hands come down in the middle. And with a straight back, flex toes, your body is coming up and down, up and down, up and down. So the full pose says to grab on the outsides of the ankles and grab the Achilles. Now I feel like I can't get much movement in this if I do that, and so I'm just grabbing the top of my shins. If you can grab your Achilles, more power to you. So inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. We're here for a couple minutes. Now, it says to move so fast that you're like a propeller and you can't even see the blades. So if you can, maybe you don't make the movement quite as big, but you go double time or even faster, up and down, whatever feels safe for you. So we're not trying to hurt ourselves here, right? This should feel good. You might feel your edge. And just notice maybe as you keep going, that edge slips a little bit farther. Almost there. Now inhale, straight up. Exhale, release. I like to come back for my cushion for this one. We're sitting in an easy pose. And our fingers are coming together. like this. All right, so they're all tented. And in front of your chest, you're just kind of moving them like, right? So I like to close my eyes. You can keep your eyes a little bit open if you like to see your fingers and your hands moving like that. But just kind of let yourself go, feel fluid here. Kind of reminds me of a jellyfish floating around the ocean, nice and free. You want to move the rest of your body. You can sway a little bit. Notice if you're holding any tension in your face. Sometimes we furrow our brows or hold stress in the temples or in the jaw. You can even let the jaw go side to side. Notice if you got tension in your neck and the upper shoulders. And let that go. Almost to the next one. Just enjoy this free movement. And then inhale, the arms come down. Exhale. All right, we can remove that cushion again. This is a little bit of a funny move. So we are laying on our backs, as you can see, and you're inhaling the butt up, exhaling, you drop it down. So it's like an inhale up and then boom, like you're creating your own little earthquake. Now, it says go so quickly that it sounds like a galloping horse. So that can be very challenging. Now, if you've got lower back issues or if you don't have the strength to do this full pose, just like do it as much as you can and lift up as much as you can, maybe even just squeeze the butt and then let it release. But if you can do the whole pose, we're going like this. I think I just snorted, sorry about that. Woo! So just really make sure that as you drop the body, you're releasing it. So it should feel kind of good on your pelvis. Releasing stress as you go. I hold some stress in my lower back. Got some sciatica stuff that flares up every now and then. So this is a great little move to just let that stress go. Let the earth take it away. You can see I've slowed down, but if you can keep that galloping pace, more power to you. Woo! This is one of those kind of silly poses in Kundalini. At least I feel a little silly doing it. I don't know about you. Just a few more moments here. One more. Oh, okay. Good job. Okay, that was a hard one for me. I don't know about you. All right, so you can stay in your back. The next pose is we are making a fist with our hands, smacking on either side of the chest, and the arms come up with open hands, and you smack the floor. So it's kind of like this. Chest, up, smack, up. Chest with fist, up, slap open hand, up. Chest, floor. Chest, floor. Chest, floor. All right, you got it? If you've got it, go ahead and close the eyes. If you need to keep looking at me, that's cool. So you're slapping kind of, or smacking with your fist, kind of like you're doing a little Tarzan move, right? And make sure that you're hitting the ground with open hands, so you're not smashing your knuckles into the ground. Keep it going. Checking on our time here. All right, now open fists, not open fists, open palms, smack the chest. Ah! You don't have to do that, that was just for comedic effect. All right, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, just rest there for a moment. Well, something has gotten messed up with my music, but we're gonna keep going. So you're lying on your back and tap the forehead. So just, obviously you're not going with a lot of force on this. Every other beat or so, just gentle taps on the forehead. We're kind of waking up the third eye. Saying, hello, intuition, please guide me. I'm feeling stressed out in my life right now. And when we feel that way, we can kind of block our third eye and forget that we know so much. Sometimes the answers, most of the time, the answers are already there. We don't have to suffer and painstakingly go through all of the options over and over and over. We usually know the way. Gentle taps. All right, then inhale, bring the arms up. And let them go, exhale. We'll just sit here for a moment. All right, here we go. So bring the knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. Tell your legs how much you love them. Ah, I love you, legs. Thanks for getting me around. All right, now I like to grab behind the knees for this. We're rocking and rolling on the spine. My mat or my floor is kind of squeaking under me. I don't know if you can hear that. So here you can just feel kind of playful, right? Like we get stressed out Or when our body is in distress, it's so hard to remember. We can just play, find the fun and joy in life. So feel free to experiment, going back a little farther until your tipping point, and then coming back up. Whee! All right, and then my very favorite part of the Kriya, we're coming back to our backs. Now, what we're doing, I call it snake hips. I don't think that's the official name. So, you're on your back, you're bringing your hips to the right side, just like a millimeter, and at the same time, you're bringing your shoulders to the left side, like a millimeter. And then the other way, so the hips go to the left, the shoulders go to the right. So it's like you're a little snake. So go one way and the other, and one way and the other, and one way and the other. So you can imagine you're just a little snake in the grass, just freely roaming around. Now if you're doing this right, you might start to feel it in your tummy area and those side muscles. So when you do a really small movement, it makes your tummy muscles work a little bit more. So imagine pulling in your tummy, and then those hips are moving back and forth. Just a little bit. Slither around. Feel kind of loose and I don't know, just kind of fun, like a little snake rolling around. All right, let's take a breath in. Deep breath. Stretch the body long. Hold it. All right, I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is we have a Shavasana next. The bad news is it's not quite the end of practice. But lay there, you can let the legs, the feet splay out, the hands face up toward the sky. And you can just enjoy this 2-minute respite. So as you lay here, maybe you can tune in to any areas of the body that feel tense or like they're holding on to something, gripping at something. And if you find anywhere like that in a body scan, just breathe into that place. And as you exhale, let that tension just melt into the ground. Exhale and let Mother Earth just whisk it away, absorb it. If you find your mind wandering, see if you can focus your attention on the third eye, so between the eyebrows and up about an inch. Stay present. Nice. All right. Let's bring one leg in. Give it another squeeze, another moment to say thank you, leg. And then cross it across the body. So this is called a cat stretch in yoga. So just cross it across the body. Try to get the that same shoulder, that leg is lifted. Try to keep it on the ground and then look over the hand. So you can extend the arm, look over the hand. And take some deep breaths into this space. Back toward the middle. Give that leg one more squeeze. And let's switch legs. Let it come across the body. You can put that arm out. Try to keep the shoulder on the mat. If you like a little bit more stretch, you can keep the opposite arm on that knee. Don't crank on it, but you can just give it a little bit of pressure. And breathe. Bring it back into the middle. And let it come down. All right, this next one, it's gonna depend on your neck health, I guess. So the pose is like this. So you've got your head up and your palms are down beside you and you're just curling that head up. Now, if this is too much for you, which it sometimes is for me, you can put a block or a cushion under your head and lift it as much as your neck allows. And just try to keep that neck raised. Slow breaths in and out here. You can go back and forth, like if you had to use the pillow for a while. See if you can come back up. Let the breath soothe you. All right, raise the neck up as high as you can. Hold the breath. Exhale. All right, relax your head down. You can shake your head no. Then bring the knees back into the chest. Give them a squeeze. Let's roll on up. I like to sit on my pillow again for this. So we're just giving ourselves a nice little massage. So give your arms a little rub all the way up to the shoulders, down to the forearms. You can rub your hands. And rub your forehead. Come down to the temples, give your temples a rub. With your fingertips, nice and gentle. Go behind the ears, rub there. Rub the jawline. You can have the jaw go back and forth. Nobody's looking at your face. You might be looking at my face, but I'm not looking at your face. And then come around the back of the neck. Down to the back, the top of the shoulders here. And don't forget, you can give yourself a little massage anytime you need it. It's very therapeutic. Good self-care. Give yourself a hug. Oh, you did it. You took care of yourself today. Good job. Really squeeze, activate the vagus nerve. Yeah. So nice. All right. Now roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. And we're done. Let's just close our time together here with a long sat and a short nam. Close the eyes. Feel the energy in the body. Feel the spirit. Notice if it feels any different from when we started our practice. Then bring the hands together. We'll inhale, exhale, then we'll inhale to Sat Nam. Inhale. Let it go. Inhale to Sat Nam. Sat Nam. May you go through your day today feeling relaxed and re-energized and empowered to use your intuition and all of the messages that your body gives you with its wisdom to make good decisions, to listen to your heart, and to move through the world with love and passion. Sat Nam, my friends. Please like the video if you liked it, share your comments, subscribe to the channel if you want to get notifications every time I send out a new video. Sat Nam. Mwah!